Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing the internet is gone. Not just your Wi-Fi, but the entire global network. Your GPS doesn't work. The power grid is pulsing with an energy it wasn't built to handle. Deep in the vacuum of space, billions of dollars of satellite hardware are turning into floating junk. This isn't a plot from a sci-fi movie. It's a documented biological cycle of the star we live next to. And in 2026, that star is scheduled to reach its breaking point.
Hey, welcome back to MindSpark, the place where curiosity comes alive. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered what would happen if things suddenly changed instantly? Stick with me, because the answer is way more shocking than you think.
The sun isn't just a static ball of fire. It breathes. Every 11 years, it goes through a cycle, a cosmic heartbeat. Scientists call this the solar cycle. Right now, we are climbing the curve of solar cycle 25, heading toward a period known as the solar maximum. Think of the sun like a giant rubber band. As it rotates, its magnetic fields get twisted and stretched. During the solar minimum, things are quiet. But as we approach the peak in 2026, those magnetic rubber bands become so tight they eventually snap. When they snap, they release more energy than billions of nuclear bombs. Most of us think of the sun as a source of life, but we rarely see it as a source of chaos. We've been living in a period of solar calm for a long time. The quiet is about to end, and the signs are already appearing in our atmosphere. But to understand how bad 2026 could get, we have to look at the one time the sun actually hit us while we were watching. In September 1859, an astronomer named Richard Carrington noticed something strange. While sketching sunspots, two patches of intense white light flashed across the sun's surface. He didn't know it yet, but he was witnessing the largest solar flare in recorded history. Hours later, the world went haywire. Telegraph operators, the IT professionals of the 19th century, reported that their machines were sparking. Some telegraphs even worked while completely disconnected from their batteries, powered solely by the electricity in the air. People in Cuba and Hawaii were woken up by the northern lights, which were so bright they could read the morning newspaper by them. This became known as the Carrington event. Back then, it was a beautiful mystery. Today, a Carrington-level event would be a global catastrophe. Our world wasn't built for a sky full of electricity. You might think we're safer now because of our advanced technology. Actually, the truth is exactly the opposite. In 1859, the only thing that could break was the telegraph. Today, every single aspect of your life, from how you buy groceries to how your car finds its way home, relies on a fragile web of satellites and fiber optics. A major solar storm in 2026 wouldn't just give us pretty lights in the sky. It would send a cloud of charged particles, called a coronal mass ejection, CME, slamming into Earth's magnetic field. This creates a geomagnetic storm. These storms induce extra currents in our long-distance power lines. Our transformers aren't designed to handle that extra ghost electricity. They can overheat, melt, or explode. If the grid goes down, it's not just about the lights. It's about water pumps, hospitals, and food supply chains. We are more connected than ever, which means we are more vulnerable than ever. So, if we know this is coming, why is 2026 specifically the year everyone is worried about? Solar cycles are notoriously hard to predict. For a few years, NASA and other agencies thought solar cycle 25 would be weak and quiet. They were wrong. Since 2023, solar activity has been outperforming almost every official prediction. We are seeing more sunspots and more frequent flares than anyone expected. Because the sun is waking up faster than predicted, experts now believe the solar maximum, will hit its absolute crescendo in late 2025 and through 2026. But there's another factor. Over the last decade, we have launched thousands of new satellites into low Earth orbit, specifically companies like SpaceX with Starlink. These satellites are low enough to be affected by the Earth's atmosphere. When a solar storm hits, it heats the atmosphere, causing it to expand. This creates drag on satellites, literally pulling them out of the sky. Before you panic, you need to know about the invisible shield that has been protecting you since the day you were born. Earth has a bodyguard. It's called the magnetosphere. This is a massive magnetic bubble generated by the spinning liquid iron in Earth's core. It deflects the majority of the sun's solar wind around the planet, like water moving around the bow of a ship. When a solar storm hits, the magnetosphere takes the blow. Most of the energy is funneled toward the north and south poles. This is why we see the aurora borealis. The dancing lights are actually the sound of a cosmic battle, billions of solar particles crashing into our atmosphere and losing. However, our shield isn't perfect. It has cracks. And every few thousand years, the shield weakens. Recent data shows Earth's magnetic field is actually losing strength, making the 2026 peak more concerning than the peaks of the 1980s or 90s. This brings us to a strange reality. The most dangerous part of the sun isn't the heat. It's the invisible weather we can't feel. There is a poetic side to the 2026 solar maximum. For many people, this will be the best year in a century to see the aurora. We will likely see the northern lights as far south as Mexico or southern Europe. It will be a year of incredible celestial photography and wonder. But while we are looking up in awe, engineers will be sweating. During the solar maximum of 1989, a solar storm knocked out the entire power grid in Quebec, Canada, in just 90 seconds. 6 million people were left in the dark for 9 hours. That was a moderate storm. In 2026, the sun will be much more capable of throwing a great storm our way. The beast of 2026 isn't a fire from the sky. It's the silence of a dead phone and a dark house. But here is the insight that most people miss. The sun isn't actually the problem. We often talk about protecting ourselves from the sun. But the sun isn't doing anything new. It has been pulsing like this for billions of years. It's the constant in our solar system. The real variable is us. We have built a civilization that is electrically brittle. We've traded physical resilience for digital efficiency. We no longer keep paper maps. We don't keep cash. We don't have analog backups for our most vital systems. The 2026 solar maximum is a cosmic mirror. It's going to show us exactly how fragile our digital world really is. The question isn't whether the sun will flare at will. The question is whether we've built a world that can handle a little bit of extra light. The sun is currently waking up, and by 2026, we'll be right in the middle of its most chaotic phase. It's going to be a year of incredible beauty in the night sky, but it might also be the year we realize just how much we take our technology for granted. Most of the things we worry about are human-made. But every 11 years, the universe reminds us who's actually in charge. If our satellites did go offline, would you actually know how to navigate your own city without a screen? Thanks for watching MindSpark. If you want to understand more about the strange forces controlling our planet, you should watch our video on why the Earth's core might be changing direction. Watch the next video or subscribe for more mind-blowing facts.
If this video made you think even for a second, hit the like button. It really helps the channel. Subscribe to MindSpark for more mind-blowing ideas and tell me in the comments what topic we should explore next. Until next time, keep your mind curious,